Hi, air travel lovers. This is Ken, currently in Hong Kong, and a warm welcome back to my subscribers. Today, we'll be relishing the air travel experience with Cathay Pacific on their brand new Airbus A321NEO business class from Hong Kong to Bangkok. This is my first time flying Cathay's narrow-body jet, as they only acquired these kinds of narrow-body jets after the closure of their subsidiary Cathay Dragon. So follow me for the check-in right now. Welcome again to the Hong Kong International Airport. But we are on a tight schedule today, so let's not waste time and head straight to the familiar IOB Cathay Pacific counters for check-in. Same as my last visit, even though nearly all counters were opened, most of them were empty on this Thursday afternoon. With no need to wait, I got my boarding pass very quickly and then hurried to the departure gates that were just a stone's throw away. They were also mostly unoccupied, and so it wasn't long before I arrived at the Wing First Class Lounge, conveniently located right next to border control. Since I'm sharing with you the new A321NEO jet in this video, the lounge is not the focus today. But still, as Christmas was approaching when the flight was filmed, I wanted to take some time to show you the festive special drinks Cathay Pacific prepared for their guests. Unfortunately, the usual bartender was off on my day of visit, and thus it took longer than usual for the staff to prepare the drinks for me. But still, hats off to them for accommodating my request to make all 4 drinks for me in one go. Between the 4 drinks, my favorite was the Snowman, a Bailey's-based drink with amaretto and fresh milk. These 4 drinks were actually my breakfast on that day. Yes, I consumed the cocktails on an empty stomach. Not wanting to get even more tipsy, I decided to head out to the boarding gate to embark on my journey. Besides, I also wanted to be among the first to board so as to take some nice photos and videos. You may check out my flying photos on my Instagram account CXKA_Ken. My Bangkok-bound flight is departing from the North Satellite Terminal, which is a mini terminal where most of the narrow-body jets are parked. This skybridge, which only started service in late 2022, connects the main terminal to the satellite terminal. It replaces the buses which previously ran between them, and more importantly, the apron views it offers to travelers are just magnificent. The outer aesthetic design of the skybridge itself, though, seems to be more divisive. Pre-pandemic, this terminal mainly hosted Cathay Dragon jets, but after its closure, it now plays host to Cathay Pacific's and its low-cost carrier arm Hong Kong Express's Airbus narrow-body jets. My flight to Bangkok is set to depart from Gate 19, which is where I met the small A321NEO plane flying me. It was the first A321NEO jet that Cathay Pacific received from Airbus, and it was originally delivered to Cathay with the Cathay Dragon livery in 2020. I would say the fuselage looks cute in a Cathay Pacific outfit.
It is a safety requirement.
Your logbook with Captain already.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy, your senior purser. On behalf of Cathay Pacific and our team, I'd like to warmly welcome you on board CX751 to Bangkok.
係商務客艙嘅乘客，請確保喺起飛同降落嘅時候扣好安全肩帶。Our crew are pointing out the exits now.
This bronze gold Cathay Pacific brushwing logo leads you into the newly designed regional business product. One of my favorite parts of the cabin on board this brand new jet is its new color palette that mixes brown, khaki, and grey. This combination makes the cabin look more premium when compared to Cathay's typical dark green. The business class cabin only accommodates 12 passengers in 3 rows with a 2-2 configuration. With the limited number of seats, you are almost guaranteed a neighbor on popular routes, and as expected, it was a full house today on my flight. Let's go into the details of the new regional business class product. But before that, I tried my best to film this video, which was quite challenging on this full flight. So it would be awesome if you could leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. The seat itself seems to be as wide as that on wide-body jets. It looks nice and is comfortable in the takeoff position. The 15.6-inch 4K screen is also very impressive in my opinion. The entertainment system runs really smoothly and the screen display was super clear and very sharp. The remote control has an interactive touchpad on which you can swipe your finger to control the screen, which feels awesome. On this latest Airbus A321NEO jet, you can connect your Bluetooth devices such as my AirPods Pro to the in-flight entertainment system and enjoy the content prepared by Cathay Pacific onboard. If you do not want to connect your own headset, you can use the noise-cancelling headsets Cathay provided. Wi-Fi is also available on this aircraft, but there is a charge to use it, even if you are traveling in business. Some very standard features around the seat include a reading lamp, a garment hook, and multiple charging ports. Although there's only limited space, I appreciate the designer's effort in creating and maximizing storage space around the seat. I also liked the big sturdy table, which can be released from the front of the seat. It's more than enough for a meal and even features a small rack for a tablet that allows you to watch content from your own device. Although the seat looks nice, I am sure more than a few were disappointed that the new seat is just a recliner and not one that can turn into a fully flat bed. The seat slides down towards the front of the fixed shell as you recline. This reduces your legroom, but it is more cozy than the previous product. While Cathay describes the product as a Cocoon-like seat with divider screens that maximize privacy, I would say the screen does not compensate for the inconvenience caused by not having direct I/O access. But luckily, there are air vents on the overhead panels which give you some cool air. While for economy class, the cabin has 190 seats arranged in a 3-3 configuration. The seat itself is the same as that on Cathay's long-haul Airbus 350-1000 jets. However, the seat pitch and legroom is not something Cathay wanted to mention, and based on what people have been saying, the legroom is not as generous as it is on the 350s. Refreshment was served on this flight, which departed at 2 p.m. The food offerings were relatively standard on this short-haul flight, but fortunately, it did not disappoint me, with the exception of the chocolate cake. It's a festive menu item, but I preferred the perfectly good Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It wasn't long after when the aircraft began its descent into Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport. And this also means that our air travel experience on Cathay Pacific's A321NEO is coming to an end. If you ask me if I enjoyed this experience, I would say very much so. Although there are many critics and comments online hating on Cathay's new regional business class product still being a recliner, my 2-hour experience in this product was perfectly fine. It was probably because I had a much lower expectation at the beginning. Instead of being dissatisfied with not having a flatbed, I was more disappointed that I had to climb over my neighbor to get out of the seat. But I have to admit that, if the flight was a bit longer, I might not have liked this product as much. Yes, we know the aircraft is just for short-haul flights of under 6 hours, but who would want to be in one of these on a flight between Hong Kong and Japan, especially when other competitors have fully flatbeds equipped on their narrow-body jets? But putting the recliner or flatbed and direct I/O access issues aside, I would praise Cathay Pacific's effort in upgrading the in-flight entertainment system, both the hardware and the software. The TV screen, although not the biggest in premium airlines, was one of the highest quality and clearest ones that I have ever used. I also liked the Bluetooth headset connection feature, except that there was a problem with my AirPods, which got reset and disconnected from my iPhone after the connection to the in-flight system. And finally, what I truly did not expect to fall in love with were the colors used in the cabin, which gave a significant upgrade to the aesthetics of the cabin and made it more premium than previous cabin designs.
Welcome to Bangkok. If Bangkok is home, a very warm welcome home. Thank you for flying Cathay Pacific, a member of the One World Alliance. 我哋好高興可以為你服務，同你一齊度過呢趟愉快嘅空中旅程。如果你嘅家喺曼谷，歡迎你返嚟。多謝你選乘寰宇一家嘅成員國泰航空，期待再次喺我哋航班上再次同你見面。各位乘客再見。
Thank you for relishing the air travel experience with me today. May I invite you to join me in savoring our next journey.